Hiya, I'm going to talk about media evaluation question 2. How effective is the combination of your main product and ancillary tasks? I feel it's important to promote the artist overall within the ancillary task and also the music video. I've shown this in many different ways in my products. My artist has been a singer for about a year and I just wanted to create more awareness through using the music video and also the adverts that I've created along with the digipack. The ancillary tasks altogether show his character, and I wanted to show a connection between the audience and himself. I've connected all these together with the music video as well, using a certain theme. With the music video, I've added the vintage look to it by having the old movie strips going across certain frames, and also by having tinted edges and a high contrast image. Also makes it look like an old movie effect. I used that in my music video because I wanted to almost show like it was a flashback of something, like an old memory. And when filming this, we did just take the camera out and hope to get good shots of flashbacks and that to use in this thing. But overall, I think from doing that you connect with the artist, you see their relaxed side and their personal life. I focused mainly on one character in the video because I felt it was important to get the artist well known. Even though he has been around for about a year, you still want more people to find out about him and him to be promoted. There is another character in the video, but this also gives the music video a story and a narrative behind it as to what is going on in his life and the meaning behind the song. I thought this was important as it also gives interest to the music video. I feel that the music video has promoted the artist, however by creating a digipack and an advert as well gives that additional promotion for him and awareness as well. It's given me a chance to talk about the upcoming tour of Will Davis, which is shown on the advert. Originally I designed the advert to go into a magazine as an A4 size, which can be shown on my blog here. Digital sources also help this sort of thing, so by having the artist on Facebook or a Twitter will also raise awareness. But I felt that it was important to create an advert as this can be put into many different things, although I did design it just for a magazine. I do feel that for my artist there's a wide range target audience, but I do think it's mainly 16 to 25-year-olds in the interest of Will Davis. This can be male and female. To make my video exciting, we went to different locations to film it. That included going to London and travelling also to Brighton. But I previously looked at sort of Ed Sheeran's videos and where he often filmed his videos. I sort of took some ideas from a few of his videos, so I looked at Drunk, the original video of that, and there's clips of him in Brighton and out and about, and this is what gave me the idea to do the flashbacks for Little Bird. When the second video for Drunk was released, it was flashbacks of a girl often used in that video. It gave me the idea to do the two characters in my video to give it that little bit more interest and also a storyline behind it. I then took the images that day also in Brighton for the album cover. As you can see, the album cover image is actually taken in Brighton, and I wanted this all to relate together to show a different style, but something that's originally been done before, but something also fitted to its genre. Before actually creating my album cover and digipack, I did have a rough idea of what I wanted it to look like. So just grab this. I drew, I don't know if you can see, different ideas just in rough as an idea of what I wanted it to look like. And I do actually have one for the album cover, which if I could find would be brilliant. This is the rough idea that I had for my album cover and digipack. This is also on the blog to show sort of how I got to the stages where I did get to. I thought that was important because it then gave me a rough idea of what I was aiming for when I was creating the album cover and digipack. I got those ideas from obviously previous research that I'd done on Ed Sheeran and different artists similar to Ed Sheeran. I looked at a lot of the covers and they all were very artistic. Not always did they include the artist's face, but I thought on this album that I created it'd be quite important to include the artist's face to make it clear of the artist. I originally had a posterized effect on the album cover because I thought that would fit with the theme of and the genre as well, but I then changed this to a film effect as the posterized effect didn't actually fit with the rest of the digipack. The digipack I knew roughly I wanted a vintage effect on it. The same back relating to the music video. When I put it together I saw that this posterized effect didn't actually work. I might have an image of it which I should be able to show to see what the original cover looks like. This is the I don't know if you can see that, the posterized effect that I originally had on the image, but it just didn't fit with the rest of the album cover that I'd created, which is why I did change it in the end. The font and the everything else is still the same, as you can see, but I just felt that this looked better as it was, with a more natural colour to it. And I also overlaid that one with the vintage paper to make it have that off colour again, which is something that again links back to my music video. I did that purposely in a high contrast colour. The program that I used didn't have that film effect on it, so I had to stick with the old movie type effect, which is why that's on my music video. However, I did think this worked okay with the tinted edges on it. So yeah, just going to show you the digipack. The one that I'm showing you here is the front and the back of the digipack, which folds around and then have the other two images in the middle of it. The front is the image of Will Davis, and that's about saying thank you to his fans. I think it's quite simplistic, but it fits with the rest of the album, as I went for this vintage colouring again. Same with the back, a bit more colour to it, but also links back to the advert with the same stripes on it. I wanted to include the Polaroid style pictures as a way as linking back to the music video of those flashbacks and snapshots that we've got. I think that gave an overall link through back to Little Bird, and the places that we visited as well by having that picture of London. Just adding on a couple of points onto that, I added a website and a Twitter. Okay, so the second part of the digipack is the part that goes in the middle. It's very off colouring on the first picture. I included lyrics from the song Little Bird, which is the music video. I thought this was important to have a relevant image to it, which is why I've included a photo that I also took at Brighton, which will relate back to the music video of the shot of the many birds flying around Brighton Pier over the sunset. I thought this was quite a strong image to have, and then overlaid it with a vintage effect again to give it that feel for the album, and also the image of Will Davis, I've lightened so that it doesn't stand out as much. I wanted the main focus to be on the text, but also to have an image of him overlaid again with the vintage paper. I thought this worked overall as the digipack. It all fits together and also will fit with the album cover and the CD. So I also want to show you the back page of the CD cover, and I'll just bring it up for you now. This is something that I created using again the vintage look on it, the colouring. I just took an image of the guitar that we see in the music video, again relating it back all together so that you can see the relation of Will Davis and his guitar. On the end there you can see the strip where it says Will Davis Anything But Monday, the title of the album, and that just folds around to make it the side panel of the CD. I included a barcode and also the copyright statement, which I thought was important to use as I researched, what sort of standard things should be on a CD case. And also got a list of songs. It's really just a simple layout and a simple design, but I think overall it still works and it still fits with the rest of the album. I didn't feel it was necessary to have a picture of Will Davis on the back, as we see enough of him already in the album itself. He's featured in the front cover, the digipack, and on the CD, and actually behind the CD as well. So I thought with this one I'd go for something quite different and put the picture of the guitar in. I think overall, with my main product and the ancillary tasks, I've planned to use the key concept and successfully used them in order to make it look like a real CD and quite professional as well. When I was researching it, I looked at different genres and different looks of CDs, and I wanted to go for something that looked like it would sell in the shops. It fits to the genre, it's got the image of the guitar, but its main focus is the artist. And I think it's important that the artist is always the main focus. That's the way in which we promote them, is by having close-ups in the video, the shots of them on the digipack. Overall, it's all things that are included, and I feel that I have used many of in my video. Just summing it up overall, really, I feel that my music video has quite a strong narrative, so maybe gives it a slight bit of interest, having the story behind it and showing the relationship between the two characters in the music video. I also carried the same theme throughout my work by having that vintage look in the movie and then relating it also back to the album cover. I did consider that when I was creating it, that I wanted something that didn't look like it was completely different to my music video. That's why, as I've shown you earlier, I changed from going with the posterize effect to the film effect. And on my blog, you'll find the different edits I've done for the album cover and the overall look that I went with in the end. I did do black and white images, I did do different effects, but I found that these didn't look quite right with my album and the genre that I have. It didn't fit. I'll show those images. If you can just see, you've got the black and white one. It looked more something that would be more like a rap genre. It completely changes by editing the video, and by editing the photos it can completely change the way something looks, even just by putting different colouring on it. In my music video there's a bit of a mixture. You see the performance based side of Will Davis when he's performing by the tree with his guitar, but you also see the fun side and the different easygoing character that he is. And as I've said, that's the whole storyline of the story, is between the two characters in it. I wanted to give a vintage feel, to the album. And overall, I think this works quite successfully and includes all the codes and conventions that my music video should, and all the codes and conventions for my digipack and album and advert.